because of the pandemic, it actually has been happening for us because we've been online. Beforehand, we were lifting up Bronx arts and culture amongst the Bronx community, but now we're able to lift it up throughout the entire world. Yeah, I think it was really a magical day, to be honest, when you came together to record with our string players and your band. It was really like the first time that a lot of people in that room had played together with people since the pandemic had started, and you could feel that positive energy of the interaction.
Yeah, and the BAE string players did a fantastic job, because it's difficult with string players because you're basically trained in just classical technique, orchestral technique, and you get intonation, feeling, you develop technical virtuosity. But with the various forms of Afro-Latin rhythms, you have to really develop rhythmic virtuosity as well, because especially in Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican music, we have to deal with the clave, which is the rhythmic mantra, the keystone to the music, the foundation of it. And not many string players have that experience, but I was a little trepidatious, but your string players were fabulous. There were no problem.
I told you they'd be fine, because
and it was a great cross section, multiracial, generational, and also
and gender
and gender wise as well. Yeah, so that was great.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I could say that's really part of what we are. We are diverse in all different directions, especially when it comes to the things that you mentioned, and generational, gender, stylistically, the music that we present, and it's something that I think makes BAE really unique, where we're open to all kinds of music. And that's why when it was time to actually think about how to put this all together, I asked you to make sure that there were string parts, because I wanted there to be a collaboration between BAE and your band. And our BAE strings were thrilled to play with your band. And
great.
They were really thrilled and had the best time. They just really enjoyed it. I got so many great comments after, and how much they had enjoyed playing with the Multiverse band and you at the helm. And it was a fantastic day of recording, and I think as it gets pushed out to the globe online, people will see how great the collaboration was, and we look forward to more.
We hope that people viewing this contribute to BAE because of the great work that you're doing, and you're really showcasing string players of color and women as well. I really don't know of any other organization really in the forefront doing that with orchestrally oriented musicians. I hate to use the word classical because everything is classical to me.
Right.
You know, the music of Tito Puente, Machito, Tito Rodriguez, Carlos Santana, that's classical music to me. It's because it is classical. But we're talking about symphonic oriented musicians that work in chamber ensembles, etc., which are primarily string players. And in the past, there was no avenue for musicians of color and women. So in a sense, you're continuing the work that Maestro James Reese Europe started way back when in the Clef Club.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Especially since I'm a female string player of color. I love that. Thank you for saying that. That's a huge honor for me to hear that BAE is doing that kind of work and moving us forward into our next 50 years doing that work is amazing.
Yeah, and we had experienced doing some great work with BAE, with the founder, Bill, several years ago. I believe it was 10 years ago. We did a fantastic concert with the Multiverse Big Band with 15 of your string players. That was fantastic, where we did some of this music that you're going to get to see live. We did it at a big concert. It was all Rafael Hernandez music.
Ah, okay.
And anyway, we got to do that a few years ago. So Bill is looking down, hopefully smiling.
Always good to know that Bill is looking down, smiling on BAE. I think this continued collaboration would make anybody smile, but particularly Bill.
Yeah.
I think this would really make him really happy.
And this is what happens in the Bronx, ladies and gentlemen. So I mean, the Bronx is the borough of music. As Dr. Mark Nason has beautifully said, he teaches African American studies at Fordham University. In no other place in the United States, other than possibly Tremaine, New Orleans, have more forms of music been nurtured than in the Bronx, particularly the South Bronx.
All right.
So BAE is, and we in the Multiverse are part of that incredible tradition. So thank you for the opportunity.
No, thank you, and much more to come. Thank you, Bobby.
Great. Thank you.